Hey YouTube, Jamie, smoking in my car. Dr. Grabow, Omega, Newminster, 400. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know, just a series of comments I was reading and replying to. I was talking to Yusuf about this on some video in the comments, and it got me thinking about, like, why don't we have it? You know, it was about American politics, and I was thinking, why don't we have, like, why don't we pick like 13 people who are the best, like, at a bunch of different disciplines, but each of them are well-rounded people where they're good at poetry, at music, at architecture, at philosophy on many different levels. They're economists. They're, in other words, that they're polymaths. They're people who are well versed in many different epistemological disciplines. They know about all of these different Renaissance people who are well-rounded and who are geniuses. Why don't we get 13 people like that, an odd number, so we could break ties, and put those people in a room, and, like, whenever any one of them dies, another one gets, like, there's a rigorous selection, not an election, a selection process that goes on to replace him or her. And you get this panel or this board or this committee who decides all the big things, but they have to not. So Plato's Republic is something like this, except those people have to denounce all worldly affairs. They have to live totally as if they were on that altruistic realm of the ideas and forms, and I don't know. I was just thinking about it. Why not get... what would be the problem with that? What would be the problem with having, a room full of 13 genius people who, between them, they're good at everything, Engineers, writers, people with culture, people who have, they're well-traveled, they understand the global situation, people who are anthropologists, but not just that. I'm not talking about a bunch of specialists, putting a bunch of specialists together as a team. Like, as if the United States were a body. I'm not saying get an ears, nose, and throat guy to just work on that part, and get a neurologist to work on the brain. I don't mean that. To get people who are multidisciplinary, who can hold various ideas at once and kind of synthesize them into a coherent picture. And you get a bunch of people like that who, 13 people like that who are able to talk to each other on many different sort of planes of knowledge and experience. Is that what the Supreme Court's supposed to be? I don't think so. No. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I think it would be pretty simple to just, like, run this show properly, and it's certainly not a Joe Biden or even a Trump. you know? It's certainly not just, or a Hillary, or an Obama, or any of these people that we've had. It's not, I don't think that's the ticket. I mean, I like the original idea. Of course, I like the ideas of our founding fathers, and, you know, the Constitution is a great document. It's basically a Masonic document. Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. I mean, there's Masonic terms of phrase in those documents. I know that's a good system, and its way of governance is also pretty clean and orderly. That I know, but do we need a president? Do we need one person, one guy or gal who's calling all the shots? Does the president even call all the shots? You know, sadly, I don't know how a lot of this stuff works. You know, I don't know, it's such a mess, it's like depressing to even think about. But I don't know, what do you think about that? I mean, not that we're going to be able to, even if you were like, Jamie, that's a great idea. It's like, okay, whoopee, there's nothing we could do about that. We're inextricably sort of woven into this governmental fabric, you know. There's no way to extricate ourselves from this system, short of revolution. I don't know. I don't want revolution. That seems uncomfortable and inconvenient. Yeah, if there were a massive revolution right now, I mean, what would happen if the grocery stores closed down for 3 days? It would be pandemonium. I don't want to deal with any of that. I'm too old. Maybe if I was 25 or something and not married, you know, but I got a couple of houses, I got my wife, you know, I'm 50 something. I don't want to deal with that stuff right now. I just want to relax and kind of coast through the rest of the way. I'm just being honest, but, you know, I just don't want to deal with it. But I would like to see, I mean, in a perfect world, I'd like to see this thing run properly. The tremendous amount of sort of opportunity that we have here, that just feels like it's getting blown, you know. We've got so much so many possibilities, so much opportunity, so much you know, so much what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, if we were to get just 13 people who were geniuses and have them run everything, I think this idea is out of steam. Talk to you later.